Good evening everybody, welcome to another video. As you can see, back down the river, this is my lovely syndicate stretch. Syndicate I joined this year. I've come out this evening, it's Saturday the 26th today, I believe. It's about 8:30 in the evening. I've been here for perhaps an hour. What I've done is I've had a walk up and down the stretch, about a third of the stretch, and baited up a few swims, because this evening I thought I'd stay late, stay into dark, see if we can winkle out a barbel, or even two. But I'll be happy with one, to be honest. So yeah, thought we'd have a go for some barbel into dark. It's getting towards July now. I think everything's settled down. The barbel should have finished spawning by now, and all the reports I've had are that they are, and that they have. So yeah, I thought I'd have a concerted effort for one. It's a very sticky evening. I'm sat here sweating. I've got my waders on because I'll be sitting around on the floor as I usually do. Although things may change a bit later. I thought what I'd do first off, I've just grabbed one of my wonderful Free Spirit rods from the car. Free Spirit Barbel Tamer, 12 foot, 2¼ pound. Lovely rod, nice white quiver tip on the end. Got a couple of these, a couple of them with my, I can never remember the name of these, GSBRLT 5000C reels there. Now I've just grabbed one rod for now. I'm going to probably primarily fish with one rod, but what I'm planning to do is roam about in the dark, perhaps do an hour in each swim, or half an hour, something like that. I've baited up 4 or 5 swims and just see how we get on, really. Have a bit of a roving session in dark. Now that may mean it's a very late one, and I may end up fishing till morning, but who knows? It's not a problem at all. It's a Saturday evening. But I thought just for now, I'll grab one rod, and I'm going to perhaps just run a bit of Luncheon Meat around in a few lively looking swims. See if we can't perhaps winkle a chub out, or even, you know, if we're looking to catch a barbel, but it's still quite bright at the moment, as you can see. So yeah, we'll have a bit of a roam about now in the light with one rod, and then we'll fish some swims perhaps with 2 rods, perhaps just with one, because some are very tight, but some of the baited up swims in a bit. Right, enough waffling. I think I'll crack on. Now, those of you who've seen the last video will remember that I said I would see you in the week. Well, I did get out in the week. I got out very early in the week. It was Monday evening. Might have been Tuesday, I can't remember. I went out to my new stretch of the Avon. Lovely stretch, as you can see. However, it was hard going. I've never seen, I mean, I've not fished that stretch of the Avon before, to be fair. But I've not seen the Avon so clear. It was, oh, you could see 6 foot into it. It was crazily clear. Really, really crystal clear. Managed a couple of little chublets out. Met one of the members down there, a chap named John, which is the video. Sorry, John. But yeah, it didn't do too good at all. So we will be back in better conditions. Anyway, time to get casting, I think. We're just gonna, as I say, trundle a bit of Luncheon Meat around in here. Just see what happens. Probably catch some chub, I would think. Just going to let that run around. I've got it on a linked ledger. I'm not sort of rolling it on its own. I've got it on a linked ledger. I'm just going to let it sort of trundle around. See if we can't get any interest off anything. This is one of the swims that I baited up earlier. It's just a nice sort of faster run below me, and it sort of opens up into this pool a little bit. Not really expecting anything to happen on the barbel front until till it starts to get properly dark. Shadows are lengthening, but it's we're a couple of hours off dark yet. I should mention baits I've got with me. As I said, I did a bit of bait dropper in with some hempens and some pellets of various different sizes, sort of from 6 to 3 mil. I've got some cheesy ground bait with me, cheesy garlic ground bait with me. And I've got some boilies, some pellets, just some halibut pellets. I've got maggots and worms as well with me, and some bread. But, not going to be targeting the barbel particularly with those. Knobworms are often good for barbel, but generally after it's or during a flood. And although we've had some rain the last couple of nights, it's put the river up a little bit and coloured it maybe a little bit up, but I can still see the bottom down here, and I bet it's about 4 foot deep. But, never mind. Won't matter when it's dark, will it? I've been planning on getting out the last 2 nights to do this, but both nights the forecast has been for torrential rain, which did happen. So I've kept my powder dry until today. Hopefully we can reap the benefits of a bit of water going in the river. It is on the up a little bit, but I mean marginally, very marginally. I'm not going to let the bait sit at the bottom of the run for too long. Run it around and then cast it again. Worth mentioning as well, for those of you who follow the channel, and those of you that are new to the channel, this stretch is new to me. I've fished here once before, well, once, and had about an hour the previous time here. Very little to go on. I don't know anything about the place. I've had no advice off anybody of where to fish or anything. I like it that way as well, to be honest. Discover swims for yourself. Productive areas, read the water. Well, nothing going on in there. I say I did bait this swim up, so perhaps we'll come back later. Have another go. Let's move on. I think if we're going to get a bite, we'll get a bite fairly quickly. Oh, let go. Whoa. What is this? It's just hanging in the current. Probably a chub, not fighting too hard. Just hanging in that current. Yes, nice chub. Oh, this rod's lovely, I have to say. Lovely action. Gotcha. Fab. Well, that's a cracking start. Cracking start. Well, how's about that? Fantastic. He's got a mouthful of my pellets. So he's definitely having a feed on my pre-bait down there. Wonderful. That's great stuff. Careful. Right, let's get him back. Right, don't tell your mates I'm here. Fab. Right, I think with that we'll move on. Can always come back, but yeah, we'll move on. Right, swim number 3. You can see we've got some lovely cover down here. I'm literally just going to drop this in there and let it run under that tree there. Enough, I think. Did drop a little bit of bait in here earlier as well. Almost fishing too far out, to be honest. Almost would be fishing in here. It's a lovely bush upstream as well, but I can't get into that. So, again. Just drop that. Just drop that down there. We'll just give it 5 minutes or so in here. I think we'll soon know if there's anything here. Going to be hit and hold if we can hook anything under there though. So guys, just starting to get dark, as you can see. I've gone on the feeder now, and on anything else, trundling the meat around. So I've switched over to feeder now. So I've just got a small Guru gripper feeder on. Should use that from now on. And I've gone on to a pace rat pellet as well. I'll swap between that, I think, and meat during the night, or the hours of darkness, I should say. We'll give it another 5 minutes in this swim, and then we'll move on. Well, I fished into dark, as you can see, but it's gone really, really quiet. There's no fish moving, no fish topping. I'm not getting any knocks on the rod top, nothing. It's absolutely died since it got dark. And as you can probably see, it just started raining as well, so it's time for the off for me. But yeah, very enjoyable session. I've had that lovely chub, but as I say, since it started to get dark and got dark, it's been very, very quiet. So I'm off home, but I will be out again in the week, and I've got something a bit special planned for the end of the week. I'm going to try and get out again before that. But until then, thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed that. Tight lines, enjoy your own angling. Many thanks to the channel patrons for your support, and I'll see you all again very soon.